one of two where I will be introducing you to basic line dance steps. I'm going to turn my back to you for most of these steps so that you can mirror these steps at home. The first step we're going to do is the forward and back walks. We're going to start each of these steps with our right foot moving, so that means you're going to be standing with your weight on your left foot. So you're standing with your right foot free, you're going to walk forward, 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 touch, and back, back, back. The count on that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. You can also do a little kick after the forward walks with a 1, 2, 3, kick, back, 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 touch. Now I can do the same forward and walk, forward and back walking steps, but on the diagonal, so that I'm traveling forward towards, if this were 12 o'clock ahead of me, I would be traveling towards 1 o'clock and then 11 o'clock. So it looks like this: forward, 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 touch, back, 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 touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are your diagonal forward and back walks. The next thing we're going to do are side touches, where you take a side and a touch and a side and a touch. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7, 8. The next step we're going to do is called the basic, which can also go to the right and to the left. A right basic is a side together, side touch. A left basic is a side together, side touch. The count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you want to get a little fancy with that, you can end the basic with a hitch, a side together, side hitch, which is just bringing your foot up. I'll do that from this angle. Your foot up to your calf. That's a little bit of a hitch. So you can end your basic side together, side hitch, side together, side hitch. That's just an option. The next step is a vine right and a vine left, otherwise known as a grapevine. A vine right is a side behind side touch and a side behind side touch for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is not a big cross behind, it's just a slight step back on that vine. A very, very common step in beginner dances. The next thing we're going to do is the vine right and the vine left, turning a quarter turn on that vine left. So the vine right is the same, but then the vine left starts out the same, and then at the end, we start the turn here. We've got an 1/8 of a turn on the side step, and we finish turning another 1/8 of a turn on the touch. So once again, that left vine that turns looks like this. Side, behind, start your turn, and finish your turn. So it turns a quarter turn. I started at 12 o'clock, which is straight ahead of me. I'm going to end at 9 o'clock. So the whole step is a side, behind, side, touch, side, behind, start the turn, and touch. Now if I do that again, I'm going to continue. Now I'm going to end up at 6 o'clock, which will be facing the camera. So it's going to be side, behind, side, touch, and side, behind, side, touch. Quarter turn. That is your vine right and your vine left with a quarter turn. The next step is called the K step. It's called a K step because my feet form the angles of a K. So it looks like this. Forward, touch, back, touch, forward, touch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A lot of people like to clap on those touches. That's optional. That's your K step. Another is called a V step. A V step is, as you might guess, it's where my feet are forming the shape of a V, where I go out, out, in, in. I go forward, forward, and then back, back. Out, out, in, in. In the shape of a V, the count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It does not have to be a big step. And it does not have to be a very, very forward step. When it's fast, it has to be small and quick, so you're not going to travel much on that forward step. That's the V step. The next step is the Montana Charleston. It's a slight variation of the old-fashioned Charleston. Montana Charleston starts with the right foot forward, forward, touch or kick, back, touch, forward, touch, back, touch. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7, 8. It can be a kick here and a kick here. Either way. Just don't kick the person in front of you. The toe strut starts with the right foot, of course, and it's going to be a touch and then a step, a touch and a step. Typically, if we're doing multiple forward toe struts, you're traveling a little bit forward. So it's a toe strut, toe step, toe step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those toe struts can also go back, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, and touch, step. Those are toe struts. A rocking chair is a forward, recover, back, recover. Forward, sometimes called rock, back, rock. So it's a forward rock and a back rock. And it's a 1, 2, and a 3, 4, and a 5, 6, and a 7, 8. So it's a rock, recover, or a forward rock, however you want to think of it. The next one is called a rumba box. A rumba box starts with a side together and then a forward, and then a side together and a back. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Side together, the forward, and side together, back. You can also think of it as a quick slump and a quick slump. Whenever you have a hold, it's a slow beat because it takes 2 counts of music. So we have a 1, 2, hold, and a 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's a 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8. Or quick slump, quick slump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is a rumba box. Next, we're going to talk about quarter pivot turns, or 1/8 pivot turns, otherwise known as paddle turns. A pivot turn is where you're stepping forward and you're doing a slight turn with a change of weight. If it were a quarter turn, I'm starting at 12 o'clock, that means I want to end up at 9 o'clock. I step forward and I step on the left foot after I've made that quarter turn. If I were to do 4 of those, I will end up doing a full turn. So we have a quarter turn, a forward step, and a forward step. It's a pivot, and it's known as a paddle turn. Sometimes it's just 1/8 of a turn. It could be really, really tiny turns. These are just little paddle turns. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counts to just do a half turn. Quarter turn is very common. And the last step we're going to talk about for this first video is the shuffles, chasses, or triples. They are all syncopated steps, which means that it's going to be 3 steps in 2 beats of music. So it's if you've ever done the cha-cha, it's similar to that. So it is a side together side, a side together side, and that's a chasse. And the timing is 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Once again, they do not have to be big steps. Keep your steps really small, especially when the music gets fast. So if we were to take those triples and travel, that's also known as a shuffle. It's a 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. So that is a forward shuffle and a back shuffle. So you can go right, left, forward, and back, depending on the choreography of the dance. So those are some of your basic steps for line dancing. This concludes the first of 2 videos. Thanks for watching.